What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splattercat, and we are here today playing another episode with Denzel, Wendy, Nella, and Bo Lamb in Cyanide's Aarklash Legacy. In the last episode, we had fought an S&M-loving demon and smacked the hell out of him, and taken his treasure. And in this part, I assume we're going to click this treasure chest and get attacked by about 12 million mobs, because the game is kind of a one-trick pony in that respect. There's never free treasure. So there it is, as I suspected. And let's take stock. That's a lot of mobs. Oh my god, there are so many. So I suppose I'm going to have to split around the DPS here. That archer looks like it's on... Oh god, with the lack of an AoE taunt here, this whole thing is just going to be a mess. The party composition that they gave me is not built for this kind of fight. He really has no way to control any amount of mobs, unfortunately. So if he doesn't have aggro from the beginning of the fight, we pretty much just are toast. It doesn't look like he has the control of the mob, so I suppose I'll send him over to get on the priest. That'll keep this mage at range so we can hopefully dodge the projectiles he throws out. It'll also keep him isolated from the rest of the party, who's going to be working on these flesh specters first. Let's start Denzel off over here. After that, he's going to go into killing mode. Or no, killing mode first. Let's move him, killing mode, then that. Over here with Wendaroo, we're going to start with the DPS. He's going to be on the Skeletal Priest, and then he's going to put a taunt on it as soon as we can get that going. Let's get Nella on that one as well. And so with Bo Lamb, he's going to be kind of dancing in between mobs right now. How that's going to work is hopefully as they drop AoEs, I'll just swap targets between the Priest and the Mage, while these guys kind of work on anybody they can get their hands on. I don't know if that's going to work out the way I want it to, but we can try. We do have a little bit of damage done over here, and so now it's time to bounce back over to this side and get on the mage. Actually, the mage is going to be bombing a lot of DPS out at us. Who did he target with that? Just Nella? Weird, he's switching targets on me. So as soon as that projectile is by... That is a lot of mobs that are out and about. Where is that one headed? That one's headed towards Denzel, but I want to make sure that it misses the bulk of my party as well. I'm going to have to put Wendaroo right there. Although swing wide, Wendaroo. And they're actually in the way now, so let's bring Bo Lamb back over to this side. And I'm going to put a heal on him right now. Over here, I don't see any other AoEs flying around just yet. So I need to do an boom because we need to get some damage going on just everything around. Nella's taking a little bit of heat, but we should be alright. Maybe with Denzel, put that right there. Start Nella with the heal off to that side. He's being channeled on now, so yeah, we're probably going to have to nuke heal here a little bit. At least to keep him alive and awake. Denzel's working over here. Let's put him into speedy killing mode. Hopefully that mob will go down pretty shortly. I want to keep an eye on that mage since he's going to be the primary problem here with regards to like damage being dealt. Maybe think about dropping some AoEs on these skeletons and armor. Disperse them a little bit maybe. I'm going to try and wait until he's actually injured enough to throw this out here. Okay, so there's another mob down. The mage is now casting again. God, what a fight. This thing is a mess. This thing is just an ungodly mess. I guess we'll put Bo Lamb back over here. Actually, let's have him jump across the arena. Wendaroo's going to follow him. And as soon as he's over there, let's put another heal. I think mobility is going to be sort of key here considering how many AoEs they're throwing around. He's going to put some damage on Bo Lamb, and I feel as though I probably just jumped into an AoE again. Let's put Denzel back into killing mode, hopefully killing off that mob. And let's get another... Ooh, no, never mind. Let's do a Sacred Feast over on Nella. Nella's going to need to heal herself, which means by proxy she's going to have to heal somebody else. So let's get started. Oh, Denzel just took a bit of damage too, so I need to keep him out of the way of damage sources for now. First little bit of damage is off there. Nella's still hurting. There we are. So Nella's still okay. We've got enough mana to throw out another Mystic Star. Denzel's hurt. Oh no. Okay, so that's a problem right there. He's doing his thing where he spams out like 100 different attacks in this period of like 2 seconds. So let's keep moving around. Maybe throw a heal on Denzel if it's available. Since she's going to heal herself anyways, let's Sacred Feast her a couple times. And as soon as Denzel's okay, he just used his stomp. I need Wendy to throw a heal on Bolam. There it is. And as soon as Denzel's back in, let's think about having Bolam taunt these guys over here because we are losing a bit of aggro. I'm going to have him start working on some of these extra mobs. Windaroo, who does she have aggro from, or does she not have aggro? She doesn't have aggro. She's just sort of randomly wounded. That's fine. Her health is back up. We're going to go ahead and throw a heal on Windaroo from Nilla. Denzel's going to start working. Actually, yeah, let's get him going on the Priest. I think that's probably a good choice. So as soon as he's back in business on the Priest, we should be alright. Let's also get him swinging away there. He's casting Hand of Death, which means we've got another round of AoEs on its way out. She's back up and ready to go. I don't want to start with any casts, but I do need him to move in just a moment when that goes off. There's an AoE coming down on Windaroo, unfortunately. Got to migrate a tad. Suppose we'll start with some damage over there. And we'll think about you. I don't like where I am in the game right now. That's about to go off, which means I need to get him kind of mobile. And that's going to be a continued spam attack. So maybe run him out like so. And as soon as he's got a little bit of range, let's work on that skeleton and armor. He's got another AoE on the way. Actually, no. Get him working on the Flesh Specter. Is she ready to go with another heal? Good. Let's keep Windaroo up. And there goes the final AoE right there. So very, very mobile fight. She's being channeled now, which is a problem. Denzel's ready to go with another set of his Killy mode. She needs to throw out a heal on Bolam, preferably. There it is. Nella doesn't have enough MP, but she should pretty soon. There it is. So let's start another one on Windaroo. Windaroo, by contrast, is going to start draining her as many times as she can. There it is. No harm, no foul. Everybody's looking good now. We're going to want to keep an eye on that mage in the back still. Just to be sure he's not going to try anything crazy. Let's have Windaroo and Nella now start auto-attack focusing the Flesh Specter. Oh, why did that select everybody? I clicked him. Alright, well that sucks. And that dropped an AoE right in the middle of everybody. Little control malfunction right there. Bolam's getting beat up pretty well. I'm going to start a heal on Denzel from there. Windaroo's got to be ready to go to heal up Bolam, who just got passed through with an AoE that I didn't notice. Let's have him deal a little bit of damage, get that out of the way. Alright, so we're not looking so terrible right now with regards to our survival chances. That's a rough fight. Oh, and he blew up and took Denzel with him. So let's get Nella on Denzel for the moment. And we'll focus fire on the Black Paladin, although they have the strange tendency to come back, and I haven't been able to figure out why. There's no priest left, so hopefully he will stay dead. We're going to have to switch targets anyways because he's going to go immune. So let's get a heal out. As soon as that heals out, we're going to charge back across to the archer. It's not going to ace him, but it's going to be close. And where is that attack going? Okay, so Denzel's going to eat this AoE. So I'm going to have him step back so he can dance out of the way. There we are. That one's going for Windaroo. So much pausing. Wish I had a nickel for every pause that I threw out in this one. Oop, Denzel might eat that one. No? Okay, good. So then we'll have everybody else focus the Black Paladin for the time being now that his immunity is done. And that should be the remainder of the fight. Wow, that was really, really nasty. I didn't feel like we had the kit or the gear to handle that one. I'm sorry, the team to handle that one, but we managed to pull it out by being incredibly, incredibly mobile. Just making sure that we were always swirling around, making sure that we had some kind of rotation moving. Looks like it's going to slam the door open for me there. Let's pass on into this spot and see. Hopefully they don't hit me again with another nasty bit of attrition.
Oh, no, Zero.
There is nothing for us here. Let's find another.
Oh, okay. Well, I was wondering if they were going to throw like another wave of baddies at me right there, if I was just going to have to kind of weather the storm, or if maybe it was hidden under the rug, or I don't know. I was hoping something would make that go a little bit smoothly, because we have been having trouble. I mean, there have been a lot of fights in Acheron, to the point where kind of the trash pulls, I'm starting to get that MMO burnout almost, where there's just too much trash at this point. Like, it's just trash everywhere. I'm like, alright, let's just get to the boss. Basically, I feel like we've spent this entire time just burning through trash, not really getting anything done. Let's make sure our formation is sound, or cogent. And once our formation is back where I want it to be, let me have a look at my map here. And it looks like I haven't been down this way, I guess. So maybe we'll swing down this way and see where that takes us. First things first, though, is I'm willing to bet, yeah, we probably have some level ups on our hands. So let's go ahead and make sure that this continues propagating. And he taunts the target and increases the chance that it'll miss their intended target. That's actually pretty cool. And then this will actually increase his ability to AoE taunt. So now he's up to like 3 enemies, which basically puts him at about the same level as Naka. I'm not going to call her Kanaka. I like calling her Naka better. I don't know. K's are silent when they're in front of N's. Knife. Things like that. Here we get to choose with Mystic Star whether we want to increase the healing received on the person it hits, and that's going to be a yes, an absolute affirmative. With Nella, we've got to level up, and we're going to continue moving down the chain with her towards the next level of her heal. So it's going to be doing 500, and if they've got the buff on hand from Wendaru's Star, it's actually going to do 750, which puts her in a really good spot to be an off healer. With Denzel, he's got 2 left, and I think I said I was going to move him down this way so that he could deal a bit more single target damage. I feel like that's really, really where he's lacking right now. He's like a one-trick pony, or he's like a... He doesn't have a whole lot of variability in his rotation. He basically just sits and auto-attacks if Shadow Assassin isn't up, and I'd like to vary that out a tad. So I'm going to make him a bit of an AoE wildcard for the future. Just kind of get as much damage ticking on as many people as possible, so that between the Stompy Clompy, the Lightning, and the AoE bleed that he can put on everybody, we should be in a really, really good spot to survive those larger fights like the one we just faced. I don't think these are going to be useful, so I'm just going to get rid of them for now. We've got the Ring of Lay. That's right, we didn't have anybody to equip that on. The Crenellated Ring, we'll get rid of you. Timeless, and 13-6, 14-9. Healing done, no. Physical damage increased, though, by 7%. So it's kind of like a downgraded version of what he's already got. Earrings on hand. I think I've gone through most of this gear already, but that one gives him a nice little boost of physical damage at the cost of losing a bit of physical armor. I think I'm going to continue... I just don't know sometimes. Some of this gear is really kind of ambiguous. It could work out amazingly because it has a stat that I like on it, but the chances of you getting one of those pieces of gear that has all the stats that you want for a specific character are unfortunately very, very low. I should probably donate some of these out too, just to make sure that we're generating some of the nice things that we want. It's basically anything that I know we've already got equipped on other people. Got ourselves a Relic of Nothingness. And there's something slightly insulting about equipping that on somebody, but it doesn't look to be that good either. I'm going to swap it over here just in case when my party comes back together and gathers, maybe it'll be nice for somebody, but there's no way to tell. Let's roll. So I think back down this way was what I was talking about. Yeah, we had actually jumped past the boss over here and just made our way down. I don't know why Bo Lamb won't get back into formation. There we go. I definitely don't want the mage in the front, especially with the way that the mobs here seem to assign the first person they see the lion's share of aggro. I'd prefer to keep all of their rage on Bo Lamb. He can handle it. Look at those biceps, those triceps, that large, clunky, barrel-shaped build. I think he can handle anything they throw at him. But for now, it looks like we got a Black Paladin up here, and there's that other crypt that I had taken a look at just a moment ago. It's like we've got a horror coming up from the depths here. A morbid specter, what does he do? I think he has that control spell, that manipulation type deal. So yeah, we're going to want to focus on the morbid specter. So let's get Denzel out into the fight. That black priest is a problem. He makes sure that I know what he does. He increases all the healing within allies and blocks the use of control skills. Okay, so we should be alright there. Let's get him going with a charge maybe. Or actually, let's just put him on the morbid specter. I think it'll probably be better for us all around if we just get going with the DPS. Oh, we've got a Quaster over here too. So just lots of bad things present in this mob pack. Ooh, and 2 horrors as well. This may be one of those fights that it's in our best interest to really get going with the DPS. So let's send Denzel off to the side over here. We'll put him on the morbid specter. Who am I commanding right now? Who do I have on hand? So I thought I had Denzel. Oh, he's taunted, unfortunately. So that's going to be going to the Black Priest. He's already got a heal on his way out, 400 to 500. I guess I'll burn all of her mana right now on that. Just to get the ground back. They have so many healing mobs in here, though, that makes the whole thing a bit tentative as to whether this plan is going to work or not. So we've got that going. He doesn't have enough SP on hand to finish that mob off. Does she have enough to heal? No. Alright, well, we may lose Bolam right here then. Oh, he shielded the mob. Little bastard. Alright, let's draw him out of melee range then. And maybe meet in the middle here somewhere. Let's swap out to the Quaster until that invulnerability thing drops off. And I think he's actually going to try and manipulate. Ooh, that's really, really bad luck. She's taunted right now, so she can't heal anybody. Paladin's on her too. I don't know why they're dropping aggro like this, like crazily. Bolam's going to be alright, and as soon as that shield comes off, I really need to make sure. Manipulation. So he's got that charm effect going. Didn't he have something that made him immune, or can't I get that off of him somehow? I bet I can. Mystic Predator. I wonder if Mystic Predator will remove the channeled effect. I don't really want to risk her MP right now. Trying. Let's get him over here and taunting this mob. There it is. So we've got the taunt going. And what was looking like a tricky situation is now not looking quite so terrible. Let's get a little bit of damage going on the Quaster. We're doing a bit of the target swapping and... Ooh, how long is she taunted for right here? For another 1 second? Okay, good. That means that, for all intents and purposes... Oh, looks like the shield's down. Which means I'm about ready to drop another lightning bolt here if I can. Bolam's looking a little shaky. He's got a lot of targeted damage on him. Ooh, where did that full heal come from? The Quaster, bastard. Alright, well that means he's wasting his heal. So everybody on the Quaster then. Let's start a heal for Bolam while we're at it. And she's actually going to have to drain as quickly as possible off Nilla to keep her mana supply in the clear. There it is. And as soon as that Quaster's gone, we should be alright. So the Quaster's now down. Let's swap out to the Black Priest, because he's looking like he's in pain anyways. So let's get him going if we can. There we go. So we've got a couple of level ups going. This is a really ugly fight, but aside from that last one that we had in the crypt, they've done a reasonably decent job at making sure the fights aren't unfair for a group that doesn't have quite as much AoE. Black Paladin there. I don't know if I really want to focus on him just yet. The Morbid Specter is kind of scary with the fact that he can eliminate one of our characters. So I think what I'll do is let's focus on the Morbid Specter for now. Let's get Bolam going. Oh, he's blocked. Never mind. Let's jump her out of the way so that she can throw a Mystic Star on Bolam. There it is. And what are they casting right now? They're reducing the physical armor of the target. Well, let's get him going with a Stompy. Maybe do another AoE right here. We should be alright. I think DPS has been limited far enough to where we should be able to eliminate a lot of these guys. The Black Paladins are going to shield. Oh, and there's that AoE fear. I forgot about that when that guy goes down. Probably should have paid a little bit better attention to that. She is now taunted, maybe? Is she ready to go with a heal? Let's get her going with a heal, and then, once again, just drain like crazy. I love this combo. I forget who it was that brought it up, but whoever brought that up is like the champion of this playthrough, because that is a really, really nice combo. With her healing herself with the Beacon of Light effect, just really, really good for maintaining a rotation of healing that just simply will not end. That Paladin right there, is he immune right now? No, he's still quite susceptible to damage, so let's keep everything we have on him. Bolam can go with another stompy attack. He's about ready to go with his slashy ability. And so down goes that Paladin. We'll throw him on the other one before it subsides. And the fights are getting longer in duration as well, which is making it a tad more difficult to fit stuff in before we have to swap out episodes. But I suppose that's the nature of the strategy game, unfortunately. Let's get him going with a little bit of a bleed effect, get him started with his attack speed increase. Maybe actually start swapping out ranged over here to work on these horrors for a moment. Bolam's ready for a bit more love. I think he's regenerating too quickly, never mind. I don't know if the color of their health right there... Actually, is he immune? Yeah, he's immune. So let's swap everybody over to here for a little bit. I was hoping Bolam would give me a charge right there, but no luck. So the trick here is making sure that they die and nobody's within range of them. Or that you ace them quickly enough that they can't self-destruct. So there it is. He's ready to go with that ability again.
Kiss of Shadows.
Kiss of Shadows, or Shadow Assassin. Being kissed by the shadows there. Maybe put him into attack mode just so he hits a little bit harder. Think about maybe healing up Denzel. And at the same time, queuing up a couple of drains onto Nella. And there it is, our lovely combo working to its maximum effect. And we're probably going to have to single target this guy just to get him out of the way. So let's throw some damage on him. Denzel, let's get him bleeding to offset that amount that he's regenerating. This guy's tough. He's refusing to go down. I don't know if he's a little bit higher level. Their names are written in different colors sometimes. And I think that may be part of the reason why it's taking so long to kill him. He might have more HP or he might be a little stronger. Either way, he's regenerating like crazy. Back up for a second and drop Zen nukes. No. Get away, my melee friends, and poof, there he goes. So that's another nasty trash pulled down. Any treasure over here? I don't see it. And I think we've just about circumnavigated this entire thing. Let me take a look at the map one more time to make sure that there's no fog of war laying around. It looks like we may have some right there. Although, that's a little strange. I don't know what's going on right there. Let me have a look. It's filled that region back in, but we had to come from somewhere, unless we started... Yeah, we've already been back in and down there, I would almost guarantee. Let's have a look inside. Actually, we leveled up a couple times during that, didn't we? Yeah, Bolam, there it is. So let's finish off Bolam's taunting tree. The final one cancels the incantation time, so that's going to be an instant cast taunt. Whereas he increases his armor by 100% with this way, so there's some ups and downs on either end. With his charge being what it is, I think I'm going to go for the increase in armor. We'll play around with it for a little bit, but I like it. I think the next tree that I'm going to work down is going to be his AoE tree, just because AoE seems to be king in this game. Just from what I'm observing, it really seems to be the path of greatest force multiplication, I suppose. Nourishing Prey over here, I haven't been using it a lot, actually. I should probably refresh my memory on that one. The last couple fights have been so healing intensive that I've been trying to maintain the rotation where she drains and throws out the star and so forth. When she throws out the star, you get that benefit to healing, so this ability has been a bit of an MP drain that I haven't really been considering, although I probably should. Let's go ahead and continue. If I'm not going to use it, though, that sort of begs the question as to whether I should leave the points allocated or put them somewhere else. Maybe into the drain, which I seem to be using all the time. I'll think about that in between episodes, but for now, we'll just continue down that tree with the next one increasing the damage that ticks on the enemy when you put it up. Nella. Just going to keep on going down her heal tree. The next one regroups. Oh, 3-second incantation time now, so that actually became massively more useful in the span of one level. Denzel over here, I'm actually thinking about dropping, immunizing him against control effects. That's why I went to there. Let's go ahead and get that into AoE mode. I think I'm just going to do it. So let's take the points out of God Rat since I'm not using it that often. And let's reallocate those back down his AoE tree. And so the AoE tree is now up to 700 damage, only costing 25 SP, and doing 700 over 10 seconds, so 60 a second, which is a pretty big heavy hitter ability if you let it go the full duration. We're at about the end of the episode right here, so my name is Splattercat. In the next episode, we're going to dive down into this dungeon, figure out what we can do, maybe get that last seal broken, reunite everyone, and see if we can get back to our main headquarters. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerd Castle. I can never extend my thanks to you guys enough for deciding to choose me instead of the other people you could be watching. I hope to see you guys next time, and take care out there, everybody.